Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday, my dudes. I think that's Wednesday. I don't know. We're here. We're back. I have disabled restream, and I'm just raw dogging the stream today. So we're gonna see how that goes. Hopefully, well. Hopefully, a bit more stable. Fingers crossed. I don't know. We'll see. But you know, what are you gonna do? So the first thing on the agenda for today is something I've been meaning to do for a little bit. It's been suggested to me a lot as well, which is to amplify my lightstones. I went ahead and I got all the stuff that I need to actually do that. And I think we just heat some stuff together really quick. And it should amplify them. It's not like a crazy increase, but it's a bit of an increase. So we're just going to go ahead and amplify all three of these things. Or all four, I guess. And then we'll have a full amplified set of Vicious Shadows, which will be super helpful in the future. May as well knock that out. But good morning, everyone. Mario, hello, good morning. Aaron, hello, good morning. I hope everyone's doing well. Weave, hello, good morning. Moon Chest, the Horn of the Draconic Visage, all came the first run/kill after I log out. And first kill after banked. Starting to see a trend. You gotta bank after every kill now. Okay, let's get these in, shall we? We want these ones to be double predation. And then this one could be strike shadows. That gives us the enhanced set, so we gain an extra 0.5% crit damage, an extra 0.5% back attack damage, and I believe 2 monster damage. Or 3 monster damage total, something like that. But we got our set amplified. We are ready to go. I'm now up to 17.5 hours of Tongrad as well, for those of you that were curious. Tiny bit off-stream stuff, but not crazy. Not crazy. We need to claim our dailies as well, so we'll go do that. Also, Essence and Excel is currently trained to 42%, so let's get on that. That's the most annoying skill to train. How's Thornwood? Thornwood was really bad because my internet started like dying. Basically, the entire rest of the stream after you left was the stream kept like having interruptions and my internet kept crashing and my game kept lagging. And I ended up dying at Thornwood and losing a crystal because I just kept like, I was basically DC'd and I just kept rubber banding into the same spot over and over again. And then that continued for the remainder of the stream. So it's pretty awful. I did luckily already have a replacement crystal, but it was not ideal. Got 80k sailing XP. An hour, only clicking like once every 5 minutes. That's not bad. What are you doing with your salvage? If you're salvaging. Take the Wi-Fi with me to bed. Yeah, I think it was just the Restream servers yesterday, because as soon as I disconnected from Restream, I had 0 issues with the game or anything else. So, I don't know. So I think, and that's like been a common problem for me historically. The Restream servers have issues a lot. It doesn't usually rubber band my game, but it does cause issues with the actual stream pretty often. This horse is so freaking cool, man. I love the outfit on this thing. I like how the water hair comes through. It's so cool. But I thought I had 25 megabit upload, and it's actually only 15. So yeah, it makes it tough. It makes it tough. And fiber is not expected in my area for another year or so. So we're kind of SOL. You know what I mean? I could, like, I guess upgrade my current internet's upload to be a little bit better, but it will cost me a huge amount more money. So if we can get away with what we're doing now, I'll probably just try to ride this out until fiber and see how that goes. But we're just going to jump into an hour here, and then after this hour, we'll do our one doom click. And then Night Vendor pops again in an hour and 40 minutes. So we'll have to see how that goes, but let's start our hour up. This will be the 18.5th hour, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, I've done 17.5 hours currently. I don't know where the half comes from. I guess going over and under every now and again has equaled half. But my I actually plugged in my clear speed and my drop rate, and the actual average for my piece, for my Tongrad specific piece, let me just double check it here. My actual personal average will be 42.5 hours for the Tongrad piece and 76.5 hours for the cheese wheel. I, of course, just need the Tongrad specific piece before I move on. Also, I'm supposed to get a limbo box every 10 hours, and I've only received one in 17.5 hours, so pretty unlucky there. Also, we're supposed to receive paint every 5 hours, and I've only received 2 in 17.5 hours, so pretty unlucky there as well. But let's just jump right in. Let me refresh my buffs here. I need to add some loot scrolls. We're kind of getting low on loot scrolls. I've been kind of grinding. We've been kind of schmooving. We'll pop this. We'll pop this. We'll get my Vel on that I just recharged today. And we go. We grind. I did do about an hour this morning, maybe an hour and a half. This morning before stream. Didn't get anything, of course. Mario's taking all the luck. I suggest we ban him. Sounds good. GoFundMe for better Wi-Fi. There literally just isn't better Wi-Fi. Like I can go from 15 to 25, but it costs me, I already paid $90 a month for 15 upload. And so it would cost me $140 a month for 25 upload. Takes me 45 minutes to fill your storage. What freaking storage do you have? Like a Rosewood one or something? Jeez. Yesterday I got my Cardalo. Got T10 Unicorn on 17th click thanks to Knife Ender. That's huge, man. That's huge. I'm hoping to get my Krogdalo today as well. But we'd have to be slightly lucky. Slightly lucky. Not testing. Samuel, the reason for the test was because I have to split my chats. So YouTube and Twitch chat are not together anymore on the same screen for me. And I wasn't sure if I had set it up properly in OBS. So I had to do a little test. I had to do a little chat test this morning. Gotten 700 KGP so far from salvaging, 5 Snapdragon seeds, 10 grams Torso, 10 grams Snapdragon. So I guess you're, what, filling your storage, and then you're cleaning it, and then you're, like, high alking. That's a pretty good strategy. It was lucky on an item that's not worth the drop rate. Well, that's still lucky. It still counts. You maybe didn't want the item, but it still counts. I forgot to start my track, or I always forget something. Why do I always forget something? Back to duo streaming or still using Restream? I'm trying to squeeze in Twitch and YouTube currently. But I have 15 megabit upload, and that's my absolute cap. So I'm using 11 of it because it did fluctuate. I ran a couple of tests and my bottom end was 12, and I of course need to leave some room for the other things on my computer that isn't just streaming, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to raw dog it. We've dropped Kick because I just can't, I don't have the bandwidth for it. And we're doing a cheeky little test. If I have no problems today and I continue to test it for like a week or two, then, and still have no problems, then it's obviously Restream is the problem. Because I think nearly every single stream I had an issue with Restream. Able to infinitely breed on farming, or do you always have to wait for the growth time? So you have to wait for the growth time to reach at least 100%, and then you can breed. And that kind of varies based on the seed that you're using. But I would just do plant breeding every time, and then you of course have to wait for them to reach 100%. They do have to grow for you to plant breed them. Have a rosewood one. That's crazy. What kind of stats you need to make a rosewood? Mastering mixology still sucks. Never done it, man. Like to trade the additional 5 horse clicks I rolled from Night Vendor for a heart, please. I haven't even seen a second heart either, so they got to be kind of rare, you know. Could be rough to get to master it. Still only made like 10%, but I'm running on 5 fences. Need to do some alchemy and boost CP. Yeah, also the turn-ins, the like leaves that you get are huge for farming XP. I turned in 15k leaves, which is maybe like a week of farming, and it gave me from Master 1 to Master 4. So those are very, very big. Very, very big. In fact, that's your biggest farming XP, is turning in those leaves. Guys, there's so many of you chatting right now. I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying. I'm like juggling 2 chats, and you guys are like, I'm getting drowned in chats. Holy. Holy. Not hacking their repair kits right now, though. I'm going to save up 100 of them, so I have some whenever I do ship combat. That's probably a good idea. Now, there's no reason for me to kill that mob other than going for a second one or granite legs. Cloggers. 84 construction, 89 sailing to make one with boosted sailing. I think for me, 84 construction is the rough part. Disconnected that some servers has a hit cap because I can't pull insane numbers. Quite sad. Server sucks. Some servers have a hit cap. Oh, you mean like you can only hit 10 mobs at a time? Is that what you're talking about? That's tough. Can insanely do 1 to 2 mil trash loot per pack. On some you do 4 or 5. Yeah, I mean, it's decent money. It's not even that good of money. If you look at Orbita, for example, people make like 3 bill an hour just in trash at Orbita. It's crazy how much value the trash has up there. But it's like way higher gear than I have here, you know? I'm trying to catch up. I feel like we're almost caught up now. Seen threads and posts indicating up to 10 other people who saw 4 bought and resold them to the market. There's still 805 heart pre-orders, and that's only the people telling everyone they bought and resold. Yeah, there was a guy in chat saying he was doing that as well. But like logically, it makes no sense to actually do that because you just straight lose money. So you are just nerfing your own money to try and help somebody out. I don't know. So that's like a little bit difficult to believe that the general populace is doing that, you know? Because they are just throwing away money. Tongrad is goated. I don't mind it. I don't like it on a number of classes that I've tried so far, but on Guardian it's pretty comfy. I would like to move on though. I'm ready for Darkseekers, but we're not even halfway to the average for the Tongrad piece yet, so probably got a ways to go. I enjoy watching high-end grind spots, to be honest. Is that because those are the spots that you grind as well? So you're just kind of bored of it, or? How much I doing in Tongrad with Guardian? I make like 30k an hour with just a level 2. There are a lot better classes than Guardian, but Guardian's not bad, I would say. Currently have 90 construction banked. You haven't made the motivation to train it yet. Just haven't made the motivation to train it yet. I did oak larders for a bit, and that was like, oof. Kind of want to go get the dragon salvaging hooks, but I also don't have the cannonballs ready to fight the mobs. You gotta, like, sea monster hunt to do that? Just ram. Just ram them. Machvala Timmy. Just don't enjoy watching someone hit a pillar and don't move from the pack for 2 minutes. That's a lot of the grind spots in the game nowadays. And I understand, like, from a watching perspective, it's probably not as cool, but from a playing perspective, the fact that there's like an AFK phase is actually such a huge quality of life for grinding in BDO. The fact that it allows you the opportunity to efficiently just stop and, you know, take a little break, maybe get a drink really quick, and you're still like looting. But I definitely see how it'd be boring to grind just standing in the same spot, spamming skills over and over again. I totally get that. Some of the spots, though, certain people grind like Orbita, for example, they end up dying a lot because Orbita freaking hits hard and it's still bugged. That's kind of fun. Great White Shark. They have like 250 HP, so they're kind of beefy. Oof. For watching, I enjoy the occasional pops like you have on Tongrad. Yeah, the Essence of Devouring. I think I've already made 12 Origins. I think that's how many essences I've got. Is that I've created 12 Origins already. It's been crazy. 0 rare drop so and only 2 total paint in my near 18 hours now, but you know, it's all good. I don't hate it here. It's kind of bad money relative to like what I choose to liquidate, but it's not that bad, I suppose. Class is not enjoying to watch. That's totally fair. I like to pack spots, but they never add AFK phases to take a break. Yep. That's kind of a new thing, the AFK phase. I'm a female Doom to level 30, level 24 male, T8. 2 skills from Courser. Oof. Good luck. Good luck. Waiting for PA to release a male gunner. Like, I've heard talk about Deadeye's brother. I don't know if he'll be a gunner, though. That's hard to say. Doing Sulfur Mines yesterday on my Awakened Guardian, finally. 1 hour's 1.5 bill. Yeah. That's about what you would expect. So you're doing plenty fine. And it's an okay spot. It's not as good as like Hex or whatever, but if you need the map, then makes sense. PA, we're not adding gun class. They literally said that like 6 months before they released Deadeye. They said they're never going to do a gun class. I watch a Guardian. I watch a Giga 850 DK. How do you feel about like a Suck Nova or a Ninja or a Zerker? Because the Guardian is just something we're crutching on for Tongrad, because I didn't like Nova or Zerker for Tongrad. So... He's not a gunner. I'm suing PA for false promises. I don't think that they promised he would be a gunner. I just think that they said that it was Deadeye's brother. That doesn't mean gunner necessarily. Like 72 skill mount change coupons. Get my 2 mail courses in DNA and Doom. That's awesome. That's awesome. I used 2 of them on my unicorn, so I believe I have 7 left for the Doom, and then we're set. So I should be okay on that. I think too much APM is not enjoyable to watch, in my opinion. That's kind of an interesting perspective. You'd think that using more skills would be more interesting to watch. Dislike having a gun class. It doesn't thematically match BDO. And yes, we were getting her brother, but that's all we know. Yeah. I feel like a lot of things in BDO don't thematically match. Like half the costumes they've released in the last 2 years are just like K-pop outfits. Maybe they meant Gooner. Yeah, maybe it's not a gunner class. Maybe it's a Gooner class. Hate the modern outfits they released. Me too, man. Me too. Rather watch low APM classes or mid APM classes grind. It's more chilled. They can actually talk to chat and convo. That's like a skill thing. Being able to like play your class and still talk to chat is purely skill. Like it's something that you need to learn. And so the people that you're experiencing in that way probably just are unpracticed at streaming and or their class. Like when I'm first learning a class, it's a little bit hard for me, but the volume of APM doesn't really matter from a like being able to read chat perspective. You just get skilled. Never saw a ninja that could do that. If you know anyone, I'll for sure take a look. Me. Said you like the snowboard outfit? That's modern, no? Yeah, I guess just that one. That's the only one. I also like kind of like the idea of just the jeans and the t-shirt, even though it doesn't necessarily fit. But these like puffy jacket ones and all that stuff. I don't know. Never seen you grind on Ninja? Yeah, we untagged the Ninja, but I plan to go back. I want to get into Suck Ninja. I played Awakening for a while there. I want to try out Suck Ninja. I haven't played it since Star Zen days. So we'll be back on it. I'm just crutching on the Guardian for Tongrad, so once we get out of Tongrad, I'll probably tag the Ninja and get back to being comfortable with that. I think that's the current plan. All I need for a BDO stream is a tiny OSRS stream in the bottom corner. It would just be my guy belly flopping over and over again, and you wouldn't even be able to see him because I'd have to be zoomed out enough to actually like click off the map. I guess I could do like the camera disconnect thing, but the big banner that says agility POV. The belly flops. Ninjas do what? I missed a question. He was saying that most ninja people that you've seen are unable to read chat or have a hard time reading chat while they're playing. Was there not like a bird right there? I guess not, huh? But I don't think so. I think like when I played Ninja, it was fine. It's just a skill thing. You just got to get used to it. I like even a low APM class, as someone that's not used to like reading chat, they would still struggle. It's just something that you learn over time. Love my puffy jacket hammer, mama. I just don't like the puffy jackets and stuff. I don't know. Look, I'm saying belly flop yesterday. You didn't even know what I meant with that? Yeah, but it's true. That's what we're doing. We're belly flopping. Just an attention issue. It's difficult to be able to understand what you're doing without looking. That takes some practice. Aaron the Master Oser Stalker. Yeah, he showed up at my agility spot to hit 99 fletching yesterday. Australia, 6 years with Ninja. Yeah, I don't think it takes that long even, but like learning to not look at your screen while you play your class is just like it's just something that people don't do, so they're not used to doing it, and you have to like learn how to do that. So even if, like, for example, when I started streaming, I had played BDO for many years at that point, and it took me a little bit to just learn how to like not look at the screen and look away from the screen, and like prioritize chat and know when I needed to look back at BDO and know when I'm okay not looking at BDO. And it's just a skill that you develop over time. High APM class could do that. I'll totally watch. I mean, I could do it on Ninja. It's just not that serious, man. The what you're practicing is not the high APM class. What you're actually practicing is the ability to not look at your screen and to read chat, to prioritize chat. That's what you're actually doing. And I think people in BDO are so incentivized to focus on efficiency that I think that they prioritize the game more than they prioritize chat. And that's probably an issue that you are feeling personally. All my female characters look Asian. No wonder I moved to the Philippines and married a Filipino. Well, you know what you like, man. Nothing wrong with that. I think I could do that with sailing this time around. Can't bring my boat inside Brimhaven course. Rip. I mean, there's lava. There's like a lava ocean. Just get the lava boat. Hello, Mango Pango. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. We're just, we out here, we're grinding. I amplified my lightstones today, so that's kind of pog. And we still are very broke and cannot afford the Nuvaricant, but we'll get there. We'll get there one day. I'd watch a ninja that can actually make a good stream than watch a DK or a witch grind. Are you guys like even watching? I don't think I've ever just sat there and watched a BDO stream. I think I've always played BDO while I had a BDO stream up. I don't know. Not a hater. The only class I hate is Striker. Laporta's doing a chunk roll today. We'll get another death chunk. I mean, it would be funny. Also kind of depends on the spot. Highlands has so many attacks. You need to bait out and dodge. Being able to look away is quite difficult. I didn't really have any trouble with it. It's just a matter of like, I guess you get good at reading as well. So like I kind of read ahead, and therefore mid-sentence, when I'm like reading aloud your sentence, I'm looking at the game again. So you develop skills both in not looking at the game and also not looking at the chat. And it's kind of like a combination of the two. Once you can muscle memory your combo, then you only need to look when changing packs. Basically, yeah. Like ideally you would get back attacks and stuff, but you can literally muscle memory the back attacks on the rotation. So it's not that bad. While I work, I watch. Oh, fair enough. I don't actually get to watch video stuff when I work, but I can listen. Watching because I'm on the phone. My PC video stream is just podcast. Yeah, exactly, right? I feel like that's 99% of video streams is just like a podcasty type thing. Which is kind of nice. Let's try out DSR versus Tongrad, but dang, DSR needs a lot of maids. I mean, you could just go to your horse. Technically 2 rolls away from how to do it. Do the Inferno. Jeez. That sounds scary. Seems your Wi-Fi is holding up today. So far, so good. I am, like, just tanking the entire bandwidth myself to 2 streams rather than doing the 1, but I don't know. Watch it because I'm on phone. Oh yeah, I read that. Barely even visit chat. 100% streams are always in the background. Yeah, that's me exactly. That is 100% me. I don't even look at the chat. I don't even look at the stream really. Sometimes I'll like look over there, you know, but I'm mostly just listening. Gameplay's more of a side gig. Kinda, yeah. Like if you're going for efficiency, you do that when you're not streaming. You know what I mean? And a lot of these guys just want to be super efficient all the time, and they want to be super efficient on stream, but like, I don't think that's the point in streaming personally. Obviously, there are some streams where that is the point, like that's the draw to the stream is how good the player is or how efficient they are, how much trash they can get or whatever, but I don't know. I'd rather just hang out with you guys and do worse. And then if I really want to push hard, that's for off-stream stuff, you know? You just try Suck Drac. Class looks cool. I hate the ion mechanic and the movement on Drac, but I have tried it before. But I hate the classes that have like those mechanics, especially the ion mechanic. I think the ion mechanic is one of the worst ones to deal with. I hate that stuff. I even have a notebook in front of me so I can take notes and ask questions after stream. What the heck? Watching a stream while leveling my T8s. Okay, so a little bit more active maybe, because T8s are not exactly active leveling. I work and listen. That's kind of what I do. Yeah, it's kind of ideal. Kind of ideal. So I'm at Lua, bro pulls 70k at Quint. Yeah, and I like literally don't care how much trash I'm pulling. I forget buffs all the time. I refuse to run house buffs or perfumes. Like, I just do not care. Can't be asked. I do good enough, and that's all that matters to me. Laporte is also one roll away from 99 prayer chunk, and his best way is killing giants or big ones and burying them. Uh-oh. That's a very long grind. It's been done before, but that's a very long grind. How's the net today? I'm not sure, man. We are not using the restream service, which means I have doubled the bandwidth required to stream because I'm multi-streaming. And I'm pretty sure the issue was the restream server, but we're gonna do a full stream test today. We'll see how the 4 hours or so goes. And if it's more smooth consistently over the next week or so, then I can effectively just fully blame Restream. The issue is my upload speed is only 15 megabit or whatever. So we are extremely limited in what we're able to do. I have 5,300 weight on my Scholar and 72 storage maids. Only have to empty every 30 minutes. That's crazy. That must be so comfy, man. And that's fun. Not caring how much you pull or make. Yeah, and I do okay. I do better than Garmoth. So like, after that, who cares? I'd rather do 2 hours that are slightly worse than 1 hour that's crazy good, you know? Wish I could switch to NAU servers. Looks juicy. EU is not as juicy as NA as far as like how much money you make on things, but there's a lot more people on EU. Like a lot more. I like to be efficient, but I already got the reward of it. Burn myself out of the game. Exactly. Exactly. Nowadays I just grind what I want or want to push something. I basically just always grind. And I just don't usually push that hard unless I really want something. So we kind of like casually grind. If I really want something, you know? Then Seraph now, do I really need Awakening Weapon, same as main weapon? Because I heard if I absorb the Angel form, it's Awakening Weapon. Yes. You need both. Seraph is an Ascension class. You need both weapons. Can't say that I don't care about how much my class pulls. I definitely care a lot. I don't care at all. I care how it feels, not how well it does. Because at the end of the day, if it feels good, I'll do more of it. Stream's perfect way to do boring less rest grind, because I'm not a lot can change and listen, join the chat. Doing a boring grind and watch a vid is meh. Yeah, it's like a more active community. It's like you're hanging out with somebody while you're doing some OSERs. Just realized EA released a remaster of Sims 2. I was like, I need this, but I looked at the reviews. It just constantly crashes, which makes me sad. Classic EA. Stuff is cheaper on EU though? Yeah, but also it doesn't sell for as much. So you make less money. It's cheaper, but you also make less money. $290 energy, just at bears. I can make around 200 mil with sharp luck. Feeling like a good ecology push is my future. Yeah, more energy would be very helpful. Very, very good. After BDO is just a game grind when you want to have fun. Exactly. That's the point, is to have fun. That's what we're doing here. This is not a job. This is entertainment. It's for fun. It is to be entertained. I think today will be our 10th Doom click. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. So could go. Scholar isn't the top of the board for trash per hour, but I like playing her. She is pretty good, though, to be fair. Pretty freaking good. Same thing with the Guardian, though. Guardian's like really good. But I rolled off of Guardian to play something that was much worse because I was having fun with it. And that's the point. That's the point. PNSA, so no market, no lots of people, and most importantly, not a single pearl item sold in 8 months. Yeah, EU is definitely like that, and NA is getting to be that way as well. They just changed the way crons work in the game, basically, so costumes just don't sell that much anymore. So I want to sell my inverted Garmoth heart. I only want a life skill. Yeah, I mean, the Garmoth isn't that bad because they are somewhat purchasable on the market if you want to get it back, so it's not that bad. You do lose the tax, but at the end of the day, if you're not grinding, what's it matter, you know? You know what I mean? Also, if you're at the AP cap or wherever you're grinding, it like literally makes no difference. A couple of crystal slots, some crit damage, who cares? Who cares? Got to join your stream when you started. What's up? Hey man. Hey Ken, how's it going? We're raw dogging the upload today, using basically all of my bandwidth to see if restream was the problem. I'm sure it was, but we have to confirm, you know, a little bit of testing to confirm. At least one Garmoth heart is still very valuable for the extra crystal slot, but it could surely manage just the one from the Kronda heart. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. And if you're at the point where you're like, man, do I sell this Garmoth heart for life skill gear? Then you don't really have gear anyway, in which case the crystal slot doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Nothing chilling to come home, do some guild quests, get some fruits of nature, dump to the market AFK fish. If that's what you like to do, that's what you should do, man. 100%. 100%. Do what you like doing. That's what we're here for. Did my 1 hour this morning. Still no luck in Seeker's Piece. Got 2 devours out. Hey, not bad. It is like a 120-hour average for the Dark Seeker's Piece. So, like, you're going to be there a bit. And I think that's okay. I will be joining you eventually. We just got to get this Tongrad piece. And then I'll be out there. Tired of min-maxing everything after years of MMOs. Yeah, that's kind of just MMOs in a nutshell, though, you know? But I don't care to min-max. Never have. We have to keep PCAP at DSR, 1758 fully buffed, so I only run drop rate buffs and food and vels. Yeah, exactly. Maybe like a special attack damage buff of some kind, and then you're set. Also managed to get the average trash lead in Garmoth. I know the average trash lead in Garmoth seems to be in the end game. I don't know. I don't think I've looked at the DSR trash. I know that I do better than the Garmoth average here. But I did worse than it on the Zerker, but I mean Zerker's pretty rough as a grinder anyway, so can't really understand life skillers. What's cool about BDO is the combat. Well, what they think is cool about BDO is the life skilling. That's life skillers in a nutshell. $35K average, pulled 37K this morning. Also getting better with Wukong. Hey, that's awesome. Wukong's pretty good, man. Wukong is pretty good. There's just too many classes, man. I've thought about playing Wukong, but there's just too many classes. I know I want to put some time into Ninja. I know I want to put some time into Zerk. We need like a third or fourth tag slot, to be honest. Or Twitch chat, you can pick one spot to grind for an hour. Oh, yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be redeemed. We could just not redeem. Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Let's turn the playlist all the way up and hit mobs. Brain only goes on spot mechanics or, I don't know, back attacks. Just roll a Guardian. You don't even have to worry about back attacks. And that's full brain dead. Full brain dead. Join me in DSR now. We gotta click a horse, man. We got 26 more minutes and then we gotta click a horse. See, this guy just got his Krogdal Sanctuary. That's gonna be us in half an hour. That's gonna be us in 30 minutes. Just you wait. Understand settings on Garmoth at the top right corner, how to enable it correctly, 100, 200, 300, etc. Okay. When you push that button, the top one is your item drop amount, i.e. level 1 loot scroll, level 2 loot scroll, Agris, and so on. There should be little icons next to the number that'll tell you what's active to reach that number. And then the bottom one is your actual drop rate. So you could just input the actual like drop rate, i.e. temp buff, all that stuff. So the top one is for the trash amount, and then the bottom one is the actual drop rate. So you would just put in whatever's in your P tab on the bottom one. So for me, it's 204, which is actually very low. It's really awful. I don't play females quite often. Tried Seraph, Sorka, Deadeye, DK only. Prefer males. Huh. Fair enough. Fair enough. When you click the horse, do you let the water and fire horse duke it out? Make an even better one? No. The water horse is as good as the water horse can be. And we're trying to make 2 fire horses turn into an even hotter fire horse. So 2 red flames combined into blue flame, hopefully. Non-sub can't adjust it. You can't adjust your drop rate in Garmoth. You can't, like, without a sub. That's crazy. What the heck? Recommend buying the horses for $1 or make them. 100,000% buy them. Buy your T9s. It's not really worth to make them. Unless you have a bunch of the free materials to swing on them, I would not try to make them. Time to sub? It'd be subbing to Garmoth, not to me, so like, eh. It's only 60 pity for 2 god horses. Yeah, my first one took 26, and we're at 9 on the second one so far. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Take your T9. Frick PA, I pitied 2. Rip. Rip. Basically all my playtime worth of materials to horses. Yeah, you may as well then. Like if you have the free stuff, you may as well swing on it. I wouldn't like buy stuff to tap though, probably. 300 of each fruit or more, that's not that much. I would wager that you don't even make a single tier 9 with that. Unless you get lucky. Get a cut from Garmoth, what the heck? How much are they paying you? You just go around to different streams and you ask people to sub to Garmoth? Hit mobs, use the power of money. You can make some money life skilling too. You definitely can. I You get paid an OSS bond every 112 years. That doesn't seem like a very fair deal. You should ask for a raise. Gotta start to make my alchemy cells Vel's heart. Yeah, good luck with that. Are you talking like the life con? Something you could look into is the Trent's tier, because that gives life skill XP. It doesn't have like mastery on it like the cons does, but it has life skill XP. That's pretty good. And it's just a quest line to do. Pretty quick. Give me the bond in 112 years. I'll play the GIM again at some point. But then he doesn't get paid. I think that you mix both Vels and Destruction Alchemy Stone. Oh. Oh, you're doing like a Resplendent Vels or something? Or a Shining? Probably not Shining, because that's like up there. That's like a... Honestly, that's a pretty late upgrade, man. That's a pretty late upgrade. Like, I'm not going to bother with mine until like 375 AP. And then I'll buy a Resplendent, which is the entry level one. Put that in the Vel. Because it only gives you attack speed. Like, that's all it's for, is attack speed. I'll just pick the cheapest one just to have it. It's 30 bill. 33 billion silver is the cheapest one. That will actually go in the Vel. Anything under that will not go into the Vel. Gem bag is full? You're rich. You're friggin' rich. Cheap nowadays? Yeah, for today's money, but it only gives you what, like 2% attack speed or something? It's like, oof. That's a lot of money for that. I see that they're gonna update the gem bag. They giving it more slots. Unlimited slots. Limitless gem bag. More slots, also other gems that you can put in right now. We'll be able to put in. Nice. More slots, more capability. Might be time for a monster break, boys. Got 18 minutes left, then we'll go swing our horse, and then we're kind of just hanging out for nighttime. I don't have that much energy, but we have a little bit of energy. Maybe I can get another couple sensors. With that said, I am totally out of Flowers of Oblivion, so if we get more fern roots, I'm going to have to look into getting some horses. Got a free Demon Knight outfit since I don't go quite well with male classes. Should I use it? DK or Deadeye? Both are interesting to you. Here's my actual recommendation, Samuel. I would try out those two classes and figure out which one you like more before you open the outfit. Because this is the first time they've given away that specific outfit, so I would be sure about what class you claim it on. So it's worth trying them both. I would say DK is so much better than Deadeye in PvE, it's not close. But Deadeye is pretty relevant in PvP. So it's kind of up to you, man. Already have one on your ninja. Yeah, but it would theoretically be for like a tag, right? Or are you talking like you wouldn't even tag this class, you would just look at it sometimes? In which case, you gotta go DK. Because that's the classic Gooner class. 75 herb, 1800 total level. Sheesh. Sheesh. Tag. Maybe nowadays, like a wheel spin of classes. Yeah, I'm kind of there too. I would just try them both out, man, if they're going to be tags, and see which one you like more. Very different play styles on the two, so I'd give them both a shot. I think Awakening DK is getting some buffs in, has some buffs in Global Lab right now, so. But Suck DK, absolutely broken. Deadeye, pretty dog water for PV. Yeah, half of the Lyra's in for Alchemist Amulet. What bam. Man, no paint, no telescope piece, no nothing. DK getting buffed too? Yeah, Awakening though. I don't think they're buffing Succession, right? Just Awakening. Not really caring that much for the DB9. So it's just pure fun. Yeah, but like to claim it on a class that you're then like, well, I don't want to play this one, I want to play the other one, would kind of feel bad, right? How close are you getting your Doom? Final finished mine last night, 23rd click. Today will be the 10th click. But it took me 26 clicks to get the unicorn, so we should get it a little bit early if we're average. Today's the day. It could be lucky number 10. We'll be going for it here in a little bit. And then there's another nighttime cycle today, so maybe we can get another sensor or something. We'll see. I'd love to stop spending money on it because I'm trying to save up for my new Vericant, but I keep not spending money. I've spent the last 4 days at the same amount of money because I keep spending all the money I make on Night Vendor. And we're making 0 progress. So, you know, I guess we're making progress on horse clicks, but outside of that, nothing. No fairy done? My fairy is totally done. I have the perfect fairy. Totally for free. Didn't spend a single dime. You cannot get a better fairy than this. This plays in, by the way, to the not needing to look at my screen. I literally can cover my screen and still grind. Just from context clues. I don't even need it. He spooned the fairy. We spooned the fairy. So good. We're going to spoon a T10 Doom today, too. And get our Crocodile Sanctuary. Okay. Monster break, boys. Everybody take a sip of your monster. I have a copy of my fairy, also totally free to play. Nice, man. Nice. Now she has a random skill in the breath. More skill, because I was trying to get Lantern. Yeah, that's fair. I guess if like you get extra tokens, then you can swing that. I'll probably do the same as well. Well, maybe not. I don't really care about Lantern, to be honest. I don't think my fairy's the right color for the Lantern to look good. Blue Lantern's Pog. Psh. I like the purple one. I don't really care for the other ones. What do we get? Oh, Essence of Devouring. That's a full-blown origin. What's the max stack of origins you can list to the market, by the way? $100? It's definitely not 100. Update merge systems because I can't stab the dead server. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that though, man. Because like the game already heavily suffers from desync and lag, and if they merge servers, it would just be worse. It'd be worse to the point that like it would be difficult to play. I believe it's 10. Awesome, thank you. I don't think I want to list them, but the fact that we're making zero freaking money is kind of a problem. I should have been done with my Nuverican outfit 4 days ago. I just am not making any money. Your SA? So who would you merge with? And not like totally nuke the ping. Because like my ping, I live in NA and my ping to the NA server is 120. Like it's bad. So they're calling your name? Nah, they're just not worth to sell. I just am making no money, man. Yeah, Aaron lives in the Netherlands and has a lower ping to NA than I do. And I live in NA. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. Just serve with Mexican, Spanish language countries, you'd be on NA then. So your ping would be like 300. Because Mexico's NA. It'd literally be 300 ping. It'd be unplayable. Okay, you beat me here in Philippines at 206 ping. Yeah, you live in the Philippines and you barely have worse ping than me, and I live in NA. Isn't that messed up? What kind of scam are we running? The like terrible internet trope just gets worse and worse every single day. Just gotta keep going. You just gotta keep going, man. The only other thing you could do is literally just restart on like EU or NA or whatever. And that's tough, man. That's really tough. Try buying an NAU account, see how it feels. Quite nice starting a fresh account too. Yeah, I mean like that's all you can really do, but the ping is gonna be freaking ridiculous. Maybe you could do like no ping or extra lag or something, and maybe that'd help a little bit, but it'd still be a lot. But then you have to like abandon your account and start over again, that's a tough sell. That's a tough sell. Okay, about fresh account, literally more content to do. You can look into it. You can look into getting on NA or EU. EU has a lot more players than NA by like maybe 40% or 50%. But you know, NA isn't exactly dead. Mega PA bro, hopefully they get 400 fail sacks. I don't think they will. They might give 300 fail sacks, but I don't see them giving 400s. Make a 400 easy. The problem is, like, the thing that you used to make the 400 stack on used to be worth 90 billion silver, and now it's worth 17 billion silver. It's tough. It's tough. We're picking Discord of my ping. I use Lago Fast. What the heck is a Lago Fast? $202 MS from the Philippines to NA. This is a scam. This is a freaking scam. And you raw tap Devos, if it goes, you make 180 bill. But it's not gonna go, man. You're gonna lose money. Plus it only adds one fail stack. Wish we could have NAU thing. One region, two servers. Yeah, there's just no reason to do that, man. Like, EU is so massive. There's so many freaking people on EU. There's no reason to merge with another server. Like, they're set. They got so many people over there. They only added one if you croned it. No, accessories add one. It's only like main gear that adds more than one. Unless they've changed that recently. But historically, one for accessories. Got 5 minutes left. Then we'll go click it. What in the Minecraft is this? What? He's putting green screen blocks down. Okay. That's a weird one. They must have added some new stuff. You've been surfing the Tangia? You use like the whole Europe? I don't really know all the regions that it covers, but there's many players. Lego Fast will claim your Twitch stuff and a bunch of other add-ons like memory optimization, fix C++ issues with BDO, Win 11 lag fixed too. Huh. Pretty cool. Pretty nice little service. Where's my spoon of the sailing pet soup? Are you doing deliveries? Because that's the spoon. Salvaging is like 1 in 60,000, and deliveries are like 1 in 3,000. I think the only fair option is buy the game again, do a new account, but that's not gonna fix Pearl item situation. Like here we buy, just wait for events. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be the same thing everywhere. Pearl items don't really get listed on any region, except for like Mina or whatever, I think. KR maybe. Bam. The deliveries from 1 to 87 basically. Oh sheesh. Did you do the like cheese method? The pet method of just going back and forth between the 2 little ports by the Hunters Guild? Because that was pretty quick. Talk about 8 months without a single one. Yeah, it's like that here too. Weakening Guardian Dokebi? Okie doke, we can do that. We could do that. Sounds good. Should make a little bit of money. Give it the old try. Shasum said it's 50-hour grind average. Yeah, it's pretty quick, man. I didn't do it for anywhere near 50 hours, but it was nice. So I'm on a ROG Strix laptop, i7 13th Gen 4060. Interesting. Laptop gaming. Ran between Varlamore and Relica, Lunar Island mostly. I see. I see. Is there a way to move more than 1K items at a time with the ferry, like doing 5K items at once and just using 5 ferries at once? Yes, yes. So you pull up your storage maid, and you turn on this maid/butler group command. And that will use as many maids as it takes to move your stack. So what I'll do is I'll go storage. I have 14,000 items. I'm going to right click. I'm going to push F. Then I'm going to push space. And it just moved 14,000 items. And it used 15 ferries. There are 15 maids. My freaking internet. Yay. My internet is crashing again. Yay. I love my 15 megabit upload, man. It's so good. It's so awesome. Maybe it'll fix in a few seconds, hopefully. We're now uploading at 20,000, and that's faster than my internet is. So I don't think so. I don't think so, man. Dropping all the frames. But you know, my game is steady. Unlike yesterday, my game is steady. So that's something. And we're back. A little bit of a hiccup there. Freaking internet, man. Hello, Destruct. Good morning. Feels really good getting treasure items if their respective rhythm or pace. I quite like the treasure grinds, personally. It's one of my favorite things to do. 15, oh my lord. Yeah, it also cost me $90 a month for 15 upload. It's insane. Insanely expensive. It's like it's freaking 2001. Yeah, so a little internet hiccup, but my game was steady, so that at least is an improvement. We shall see. Hopefully that's the only time it goes down today, because, like, gosh, that's annoying. About the same I pay for 500. Yep. Yep. It's pretty sad, man. We don't have fiber here yet, though. There's a company putting in fiber, but it's like... Oh, my hour's done, so we better claim this. There's a company putting in fiber, but it's like late 2026. And, it'll be expensive still, but not as bad. It'll be like $90 for 150, or maybe it's like 300. It's $90. Either way, either one of those is way better than what I have, so I'll take it, but it's just annoying. Favorite thing is a quote, strong word. I personally don't like being stuck. Sometimes like person Renaros, I despise them. Just, yeah, luckily you could just not grind Renaros because you could just get a Tannis or whatever, but I hear you there, man. A lot of people hate that kind of stuff. I never minded it though. I actually like Renaros. It's probably my second favorite potion spot. How'd we do, boys? How'd we do? 1.8 before tax, not counting the essences, of course. 1.7 after. Not that bad. Not that bad. We'll just upload that to Garmoth. Bam, it's on Garmoth. Easy game. Easy game. Okay, let's go back to town. We will do our horse click. And then night vendor something or other, something. In what, like half an hour? I don't know. 20 plus hours without the piece. The average is a lot more than 20 hours, so. Fiber options you're getting seems quite cheap compared to mine, so not terrible. That's not for the 1,000 though. The 1,000 that you have is like $170 or $180 a month US. That's for like way less speed. What does progress mean on the Beto Companion? It's for your level. It's XP for your level. So in this case, progress means I'm at 61.2. It's wrong. I don't think that this is something they do a lot of effort with. But normally progress would be the difference between the XP you started the hour with and the XP you finished the hour with. So this should say something like 0.2 something. It's just a little bit bugged right now. It used to track it quite well, but then they did an update and now it's like messed up. But it's definitely not a priority for them. They're just trying to get the gear planner thing out and language support and stuff like that. So that's what it's supposed to mean. It just doesn't work correctly right now. Just released the app already. The grinding portion has been released for a long time. Over here, there's two big ISPs. One does fiber and one doesn't, and they are both the same price, yet the fiber one is 6 times faster. Yeah. How do they justify that, man? Like here, there is no fiber, so the non-fiber is the same price as the fiber. But when fiber releases, it must just like kill the company that doesn't do fiber, right? And quite useless since I always empty the bank and put all my loot from the session there. Yeah, but it actively tracks. You get an in the minute as you're grinding update to how much silver you made. That's what I like about it. And I just click this one button and it uploads it to Garmoth. And I don't have to empty my storages. I don't have to think about it. Check your messages. Your 1 gig fiber is basically the same as mine, just the other option is a good chunk cheaper. Cheaper than your cheaper options, or cheaper than the 1 gig option? Because like that, of course, I would hope so. Use the video companion app. It's so good. It's really nice. Really nice to use, for sure. Okay. We are finally back to 21 bill. And we are approximately half an hour from nighttime, so we might not be back at 21 bill. How's that hour? I missed. I was driving to the gym. That hour was 1.8 before tax, 1.7 after tax, but I don't value the essences because I use them for stacks. So it would have been 2.8 before tax if you value those. So I got 4 of them. Stoinks, it's okay. It's okay. I'd like to be able to liquidate more silver, but You know, at the end of the day, we're making progress. Okay, we'll make a horse click, then we'll head out to Dokebi on the Guardian. Probably interrupt it for nighttime. We'll roll Night Vendor. And then hopefully get another horse click. That'd be so cool. But if we get this horse on the 10th click, which like definitely it's going to go on lucky number 10, then I probably won't even roll a Night Vendor. I'll probably stop blowing my money so we can actually get the new Verican outfit. Imagine. Imagine. Nothing beats consistency. Consistently making more money, though, would beat consistently making less money. Like at Thornwood, I made so much freaking money at Thornwood that it's still like the bar for Thornwood. Oh my god, let me show you guys. There's a graph of like how much money you've made at spots. Look at my Thornwood bar. Number 2 is Dekia Histria. And then Tongrad Ruins hasn't even passed Histria yet. But my Thornwood bar is way the frick up there. And so my average at Thornwood is still 2.64 per hour. And right now my average at Tongrad is like close to the bottom. 1.87. It's crazy. Thornwood is just so freaking good, man. Especially on NA. It's so freaking good. Somebody should buy my Duo Debo neck. You guys should buy that. Someone. We need the money. I actually need 9 bill, so it wouldn't even solve my problem. Okay, let's go make a horse click. Let's do it. What's next good place, you think, for mid-gamers, DSR? It's tough to say, man, because it depends on you as a person. If you don't value the essences and you just list them to the market, then Tongrad DSR is actually really, really good. But if you like use them and therefore you don't value them, then as far as liquid silver is concerned, it's kind of rough. And probably like Dokebi, to be honest. That's not what I wanted to do. Can I abandon that? I don't know. Rick. Where'd you get that Duo Debo? I got it from the hard group bosses. Good luck, thank you. This will be lucky number 10. It goes for sure. We do need a name for it, though. What do we name Haunts? Lucky number 10, click. You found a group? Yeah, I joined a guild that does them. So we got it all tuned up, man. We do guild bosses and then immediately go into hard mode bosses. Dom? Okay, let's name it Dom. Like Dominic Toretto. Dominic Toretto. We already have Toretta, your wife. Some guy named Bert. We need you to show up, beat up Bert, make a baby with your wife. That will be the tier 10. Tier 10 on the 10th click. The stars are aligning. Gimme. Frick. Frick. Fair with cards of those devourings. I sell mine because I don't care. Yeah, totally fair. Totally fair. I'll need them later, so I don't want to sell them now just to lose the tax later, you know? You bases, you can slam and hope for the best. I do not enhance for money. I would be throwing 2 bill in the garbage if I did that. I'm just not interested. I hate enhancing so much. I just hate everything there is about enhancing all of it. So it'll just sit there till it sells. Thoughts would be there's just way too much event that gives 200 plus fail sacks. I don't think there's enough though. I guess it depends on how fast you want to progress, right? Because if you're kind of like casually gaming and you're progressing slow enough, but also a 200 fail sack isn't enough. You need a 300. You need 300s. And that's where the Devourers come in. They fill in that gap, right? Get off the horse, lady. You gotta go to Dokebi. Dokebi. Wasn't supposed to happen, game. We were supposed to get lucky. We were supposed to get the T10. Gosh dang it. Here. 14-15. Okay. I think we're just raw dogging 14-15, so we're okay. What's our... Whoop. That was the wrong button. What's our essence and excel at? 48. We gotta do more essence and excels. Maybe this next night vendor we can get another click. I don't know. If it gives fern roots, then I won't have another click, but if it just gives a sensor, then we're good. So I need Flowers of Oblivion. Is there anything we can get lucky on here and make like a ridiculous amount of money? I mean, if we get juiced on some crystals, get like 5 of these bonds, we'll be set. We just need like 5 bonds. Yeah, I guess like that's something to think about too, Ken Rice, is if I sell them now, yes, I lose the tax, but it accelerates me to better spots so I make more money faster. So does it pay itself off in the end? I don't know. Probably. But let's see how long it takes for them to sell. If we do some quick maths. Let's go to Garmoth and we'll search Essence. What are these things called? Oh, maybe it's not Essence. Is it Essence of Devouring? Is that what it is? No. What the heck are these things called? Gosh dang it. Origin. Origin of Dark Hunger. Okay. Let's look at this. We're on NA. 30 days. 565 sold daily. And there's 1,200 listed, so it'll take 2.5 days to sell them. So in 2.5 days, I could get 10 bill. So in 2.5 days, we could guarantee our... I'll probably just sell 10 of them. Why not? Who cares? If we can accelerate how fast we're making money, then we'll be all right. Royal, hello. Good morning. Oh, here's one. Here's a... How did I not see that last time? I was like wandering all over the place last time. I didn't even see that. I guess I didn't know what I was looking for last time, to be fair. All right, let me run to the restroom really quick, actually, and then we'll get our hour going. This will be our channel point redeem hour of grinding in a spot that someone else has chosen. Because you don't look at your screen, you said so yourself. True that. True that. I was just wandering around looking at chat, complaining that I couldn't find a spot. Give me just a minute here, boys, and then we'll get going. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Hello. We got a new monster, and we're ready to grind. It is almost nighttime, so we're going to be doing this during nighttime. That's a little bit sketch. But we should be okay. We should be Gucci. Let's I guess just kind of get going here. Do one of these, do one of these, do this. Let's do it. Let's make the big dollary dues. Session to not die when he does the blue circle attack. Uh-oh. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about it. I gotta turn my Velsart as well. We need some big money here. We need some big money. If I could get, I think 6 bill this hour, I think we'd be close enough. Ish. Assuming Knife Ender does not give us a sensor. If I get 2 dragon cannons the next 10 salvage, I'll also be happy. Just get the thing. It's not even hard. Just get the thing. Only 1 in 20k. Hey man, just got to get the 20k. Got to 1 in 10k today. You got this? Yeah. Just get the thing. Philosophy. Kebby? Slying is not 1 in 10k? I mean, it's 1 in 1 since he got it, right? Combat Kebby. Double big circle. That was scary. Yeah, that was kind of nice. What's all that noise? Uh-oh, he's kind of close. Okay, we're good. AFK phase. Monster time. That's nice. Just kind of want to grind these for a dragon crossbow. Really nice for the Muspa grind. Phantom Muspa. Man, the inventor of the AFK phase needs a raise at PA. This is so nice. Now we're back to grinding. Feels bad. Hello, Jeremy. What's the goal for now? The goal is Rashalka requirements now. So I need the last couple of bill to finish up my Nuverican outfit, and then we're going Pendebos. I should probably look into how many Pendebos I actually need realistically, but more than one, I would say. Probably like many more than one. Sir, can't be fired. Thank you. Yeah, so we need another like 9 bill, assuming we don't keep blowing money at Night Vendor, which of course we do. I spent 40 bill at Night Vendor instead of getting my freaking Nuverican outfit done. And then Pendebos. So I guess how much AP over a Tech Karazad is a Nav Karazad? 5, right? So let's take a gander. 5 AP per one. Okay, and so I would lose 6 AP to equip the earrings. So 351. 2 of them put me at 361. 4 of them puts me at 371, and then probably do sovereigns after that. So I'll need probably 4 more Pendebos. And then a little bit of sovereign enhancements, but we're 0 for 35 on our main hand, lol. And then we'll need, I think, 2 Tet armors or 3 Tet armors, perhaps, to get to Rashoka. So, you know, just a cheeky 1.1 trillion, 1.2 trillion, something like that. Why don't they just make a grind spot that's just AFK the whole time? They did. It was called Honglin on a striker. And that was the day they learned that people might like an AFK phase. But you used to, like, you could literally just put weights on your keys at Honglin on a striker and just walk away. And just infinitely grind. Like, obviously you'd run out of weight limit and whatnot, but if you just checked back every 10 minutes, dumped your weight, you could just infinite grind there. They did not like that, as it turns out. So then they made the little sharpshooter guy to CC you. Oh, big guy again. We walk away slowly. Not too far though, or everything despawns. Let me go in. I need OSRS crab grind. Yeah. Let me click on one thing and then look back in 10 minutes. Let me do that. Reason for no reason. Time to retreat to bed and not fall asleep again. Rip. Rip. I guess if we get lucky on a couple of deck Karazods, then maybe I can get away with only 3 Debos. I don't imagine that that's going to happen. But either way, I'm literally just doing AP until 375 with full Karazods. And then I'll switch back to DP. I'll have to enhance the boots because those are the Fugar boots. But I'll probably just buy the other 3. I don't like enhancing, so as little of that as I can do is ideal. It's just not spawning monsters. We're in an AFK phase, and it's just not spawning anything. Hello? What kind of scam was that? The whole AFK phase went by, it didn't spawn a single mob. What kind of crap is that? Is the game also in AFK? They're scamming me, man. They're trying to nerf me again. They really don't want me to get this new Varikit to get our final tier 4 pet. I don't know. There are technically 2 more mythical sensors I could get, like right off the shebang. One of them is from the Old Moon, like, seals. And the other one is, it's 3,000 loyalties for another season character ticket. And I could finish a season and get another mythical sensor. So we could technically get 2 more clicks today. But I would need boosted on a seasonal, and that's a little bit tough. It's 9 in the morning for NA, so like there's not that many NA gamers. Favorite peanut butter brand is being sold to an American company, and now it's going to be hit by in shitification, yeah, buddy. They're gonna add 600 grams of sugar into it and a bunch of oil. And a new marketing brand. New marketing. Classic America. Missed one. Oh, big guy, big guy. We slowly walk away. We a little bit faster walk away. Perfect. AFK phase. Hopefully it actually spawns mobs during this AFK phase. That would be a dream. Nope, they're just all standing over there. The spot needs some work, man. Needs a little bit of work. Oh, we're gonna won. Money. The origins eventually speak to you like the Green Goblin. I don't know, I'm just thinking about like long term, right? Obviously I'll need them long term, but if I sell them now, then I could make 4 bill an hour instead of 1 bill an hour sooner. So I don't know. It could mathematically make sense to sell them now and buy them later, to like yeet the tax to make more money per hour more sooner. Maybe that's copium, I don't know. But it could make sense. Isn't that bad to sell what's 1.5 bill in tax to get your goals faster? Yeah, that's a pretty good point. It definitely gets you where you need to go faster. I don't know how long it takes power level 60 from season. About an hour. It's like an hour. But I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend loyalties on that necessarily. I also don't have a character slot for it, so I'd have to buy one. And that's a bit oof. But maybe I'll wait until the Knife Vendor event is over. And I can no longer like get them quickly, and then I'll consider buying that loyalty season slot. What if you just sell all your armors and you're really making the big bucks? I'd be losing the big bucks actually. Grind DSR for 2 hours. So, oh, it would take more than an hour at DSR. DSR is really bad. It'd take like an hour and 40 minutes at DSR probably. And then the first 25 minutes of that, you'd get no loot. So I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to do that to you. It's all good. Appreciate the offer though. But I'll probably just wait until next week sometime. See how it goes. Look at DSR so bad. I only get like 1 tide. Oof. Oof. I've only done 1 hour at DSR and I got 2 of the big tides and 1 of the small tides. Kind of nice. It's not really an XP spot for sure. For sure. And also, I just hate taking loot from people. You know what I mean? I hate that mechanic in BDO. It's so dumb that you just don't get loot. I don't understand that at all. But, you know, I guess. Man, I actually will literally have to swap off of grinding for Night Vendor. Because my hour is longer than night lasts. So I guess we'll do that real quick. Maybe I'll wait till the AFK phase just to capitalize, and then at the end of the AFK phase I'll dump on my horse and then we'll swap off. Just to be all set. Maximal efficiency. Just have to be Ethereum Castle. Tongrad is pretty good for XP as well, but like again, just stealing money is like, especially when I could just do it by myself in an hour, you know what I mean? It's just the lazy way out. It's just the lazy way out. I'm going to be full on weight here in a second. Also, I'm dying. Hello? Did I take off a glove or something? Why can I not set this? I don't want to put it there. I want to put it literally anywhere else but there. I'm never going to go to that city. We're going to die. I hate how heavy the trash is here. I hate it. You know, looking at it, our Nova might be 63 now. It's definitely possible. It's pretty old. Yeah. She's got the moves for somebody so old, though. Carrying around that heavy shield. Being able to run like that still. It's pretty impressive. Could do it myself. Just go to Poly level 1, Max Uvala. It's pretty fun. That sounds crazy. Can you even hit the mobs? Like, don't you just have like constant accuracy problems? It seems crazy. Oh. Where is he? Where is he? Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Okay. Okay, we'll run this AFK phase, then we'll swap for Night Vendor. Maybe we'll get some sensors. If we get Fern Roots, I'm kind of screwed. Because I don't have Flowers of Oblivion. They're rough. Once you kill one mob, you have enough to hit them better. That's fair. It's probably quite a lot of XP for one mob. Maybe you could cheese the first couple with like a Doom or something. Like the little Flame Stomp or whatever. A Kafra. This would be the time you like go to the next crab. Okay, AFK phase done. Let's go dump my stuff on my horse. And then we'll swap to Night Vendor. Prage for Night Vendor, Prage for Mythical Sensor. We only want Mythical Sensor. We don't need anything but Mythical Sensor. Grab my money. Okay, Prage. Prage. I don't have that much energy. Prage. Cross. 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 Fern roots. Frick. That's rough, man. That's rough. Cross. Cross. Frick. I don't have Flowers of Oblivion. I have 5 of them. How many you get for the level 15 horse? Like 6? Mm-hmm. Horse market. Level. From level 15. That's a courser, sir. These are also coursers. That was all set. It's a bill. These are the fancy ones. All coursers. 0 tier 6s on the market. Only expensive ass tier 7s. Only courser tier 8s that are expensive. 12 bill for a T8 courser. Ha! Ha! As if. As if anyone would pay that. So we'll have to just do some horse catching or something. Also, I forgot to pause my thing, so... Oh, scuffed. Scuffed. For some reason, I got an email that the stream has just ended. 3 minutes ago. Did the stream end 3 minutes ago? Because I got an email. It froze for like 10 seconds? Well, apparently it ended. Because I got an email about my stream report. And the stream length was 1 hour 57 minutes. I hate my internet. Like, paying more for like a marginally faster speed wouldn't even help. Because I'm not even using all the bandwidth either. So it's just being unstable. For some garbage reason. So up here? Weird. Halfway to 89, getting there. So annoying, man. Literally nothing I could do about it as well. The Gladius boss give you a hammer for the first time completion. There's something about a quest. I don't know. If you just go there and you do it, it doesn't give you a hammer. But there's something about a quest line that you have to do in order to do the thing that gives you the hammer. I don't really have any details on that. I've never done it. But supposedly. Supposedly it does. But mine did not, because I didn't do the right quest line or whatever. Not really sure how that works. Or maybe it was like an event that did it. I'm not sure. But what I'll say is I did the like weekly quest. I completed it. I did not get a hammer. Oh, now Stream Elements is telling me that I'm live. Look at that, guys. Did you know that we're live? Did you know we're live? Boss is hard. The first one is definitely the hardest. Just because you've never done it before. It's tough. It's tough. Gets easier as you learn it, get better at it though. I nearly got one shot. What is happening? It's like I don't have any DP. Freaking nighttime. Freaking nighttime. It's not even worth the benefit either. What a scam nighttime is. Oh, my continuous care got turned off as well. Frick. Why are they doing so much damage? Did I take my gear off or something? Hello? Uh-oh. Big guy. Big guy. Yay, monster phase. See, now it's a giant quest chain. Rip. Probably easier just to get more AP so that you can get all these hammers. I'm gonna freaking die during the AFK phase. What kind of scam is this? What if we get a telescope piece here? I do have 3,800 more paint. Could happen. Dying during the AFK phase is quite impressive. It's a scam AFK phase. Because the range mobs can just hit you from outside of the circle. It's a scam. Every time you don't get all the flames in one skill, you lose aura. That's okay. Unless you force me here, I'm never coming back, so... They can have all my aura. Place is junk. It's pretty good money, actually, for what it is, but it has some issues. It has some pretty glaring issues, as it turns out. staggers. I got about 3 bill an hour. Yeah, I mean, you could just do 2.7 at Thornwood. You know what I mean? And have way less gear. I don't know. BDO's just in like a weird spot where the like mid game just doesn't earn enough silver. It just doesn't. Or the early game earns too much silver. It's hard to say. Even on NA, Thorn was not giving me 2.7, but it's giving you like what, 2.3? Still very good. Way less gear. It just hits too hard, man. Especially at nighttime. 700 mil more for a spot I can grind with my current gear seems pretty fair. But the amount of gear that you need to make 700 mil more is ridiculous. It's like 500 bill of gear to make 700 mil more. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sir, that is a scam. That's a scam. We're at Dokebi for the thing. Sir, it's not my fault the stream crashed, okay? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's 1 per stream, sir. 1 per stream, and we're doing it right now. I don't even know how to refund, but I'm going to have to refund. We might die. Next time I'm going to suggest Gahas. You can't say no? I can say no, actually. I don't know what got you thinking that I couldn't say no. It's got to be somewhat relevant, at least. And Gahas for 1 Robux. I don't even have a thing that would give me Robux or be able to use Robux. How does one refund? I don't know how that works. I tried clicking on the alert and it didn't work. We'll get into circle. Rewards queue and mod view, you can refund it. I'm in OBS. I was like, sir, you're not supposed to be hitting me. So I have to go basically all the way to Twitch and go to Stream Manager. What the heck is a rewards queue? Don't even see it. It's not real. It's a scam. Report reward redemption. For terrorism. You could report it for terrorism, apparently. I can't refund it, but I can report it for terrorism. Yeah, I don't even see the redeem in the chat now. It's just gone. It just deleted it. See it, but not updated with my request yet. Huh? How's that work? Oh, it was already refunded. I gotcha. I gotcha. Now we have no mob spawning again. Classic. This spawn is so buggy, man. They're showing up now that you're making them capital. You just had to yell harder. We got there in the end. What's a purple orb? The purple orb is my fairy. They had the Dark Prince event recently, and it was a fairy skin change that you could get. How does the spot work? Okay, so basically it has little fires that pop up. You have to hit the fires toward the tower in the center. I'm not sure why you have to do that, but you have to do that. And you kill mobs for a bit, and eventually a big guy will spawn. The big guy has a big blue circle. If you stay in big blue circle, you die. But if you get out of big blue circle and you don't die, then it spawns an AFK phase, which is like a little orb, except that the AFK phase likes to make the mobs not spawn at all, and also all the range mobs can still hit you and not get hit by the AFK phase one shot. So it's pretty broken. It needs some work, to be honest. It's pretty buggy. And the AFK phase also likes to just stop spawning mobs. So that's fun. That's fun. Can you refund Rogue Sellouts from like 2 years ago? What the heck? What the heck? It's just a little bit broken. It needs some work, man. Will they ever fix it? Definitely not. Does it need fixed? Yep. I think I've ever had it not spawning mobs during AFK phase for me. It's happened twice to me this hour, so maybe it's just this tower. I don't know. It could be just this tower is bugged due to some kind of like elevation or something. I don't know. You don't look at my screen during AFK. Yeah, I'm having like range mobs staying outside of the thing killing me. I'm having the guys stop spawning. Okay, big guy spawns. Big guy has big blue circle. We go into little box. Range mobs can stay outside of the box and attack you, which feels like a scam. Maybe this should make the circle bigger. It should just be like, I don't know, the size of the frickin' everywhere they could spawn. And now no mobs are spawning. Look at that. Okay, now they go. Now they spawn. They're kind of spawning if I'm on this side. Should I get inverted Garmoth Heart for my weapon or Vel's Heart first? They're both pretty much the same price on you. Vel's. Vel's. You probably won't even get a Vel that quickly, so I would get an order on it ASAP. Also, your 200-hour login reward should be a Garmoth's Heart, so you should already have one for free in your challenge tab. And that one I would use for whatever weapon is the stance that you play. Sold that heart? That might have been a mistake. Because you'll need 2 of them at least. At least 2. Unless you play an Awakening class, then you can kind of get away with 1. Got me a bunch of upgrades? Yeah, but you just paid the tax. Sure, it got you the upgrades, but now you're literally just throwing away 3 bill. Because you now need to buy the thing that you had. So you paid 3 bill more for your upgrades for no reason, basically. Massive robbery took place. Someone sold 12 tons of Kit Kat. Who would want 12 tons of Kit Kats? Got me higher grind spots at the time, so I have more silver an hour. I don't think... You would have to literally double the money an hour that you make in order to make up the difference for that. It's like... I don't know. People underestimate the tax. Claude code, source code got leaked? I don't even know what that is. Good morning, spacing out. Happy Tuesday. Basically the biggest or the best coding agent, you can say. Are we talking like AI garbage? Some AI garbage? I don't really care about AI, to be honest. We're not doing real good, Aaron. Our hour's looking pretty rough due to multiple 0 mob AFK phases. Stole 400,000 Kit-Kat bars. Where would you hide them? In a warehouse or something. Presumably it's like a truck full. Because, like, how else would you have that many Kit-Kats? Riffs are up. Big money. Big money. How much money do I have? 20 bill. Is this a good place to grind? It's okay. It's okay. Truck with the driver is missing. They must suspect the driver. Because, like, how could you not suspect the driver? Probably the driver. I don't know why you'd steal Kit Kats, though. Wait until you get a load of, like, laptops or something. You know what I mean? I'll sell my Godless Heart so I can get enough money with Tongrad Runes DP. So to make a maximum of 2 bill silver per hour. It made it easier for me to get silver. Look at a jumpstart. Did it really make it easier for you to get silver, though? Because it's like, we're talking 20 bill. If 20 bill was the difference and you're making 2 bill an hour, that's like 5 hours to not lose 3 bill. You basically didn't grind 5 hours, but you lost 2 hours of grinding. You know what I mean? You can't eat laptops. You can sell them for enough money to eat. You could probably sell a truckload of laptops and buy like 3 to 5 truckloads of Kit Kats. You know what I'm saying? Price going to Hex, 1.2 to 1.3 bill an hour. That's pretty low. It's pretty low numbers at Hex. Maybe you're on EU though. I don't know. I don't know the EU market. It's pretty rough. Taking so much damage. What the heck? In Hex like 2.5. It's pretty good, yeah. But that's like NA numbers. I don't know EU numbers. What if you're starving at that moment and the only thing that could solve your hunger is eating 400,000 Kit Kat bars? I would wager a quadrillion billion dollars that no single human being has ever been in a situation in which their options were literally starve to death or eat 400,000 Kit Kat bars. You would resort to cannibalism first. It could just happen to you? I don't think so. How'd I get CC'd? Hello? What kind of scam is this? This place is a scam. Basically, you made more silver an hour for a 3 bill tax. Yeah, so like, how much time would you have to then grind to make up for your yeeting of the tax? You know what I mean? More than 5 hours, probably. But I don't know. It's just like, to me, it doesn't make sense to sell things that you'll buy back. I have a really hard time with that. Because you're literally just throwing away tax money. You're just taking 3 bill and you're putting it in the garbage. That's all you're doing. Instead of suffering in a lower region, lower silver spot to save 20 bill. But like, all grind spots are the same, man. A grind spot is a grind spot is a grind spot is a grind spot. It's all the same. So you chose to throw away 3 billion silver so that you could suffer at Tongrad instead of Hex. Because it's all the same. Rafana, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. 4 to 5 hours of buying back the tax. Yeah, but if you just grinded 4 to 5 hours, you would have had your DP upgrade and the Garmoth art. Hex vs. Tongrad Ruins, silver an hour is a lot different. It isn't, though. It isn't, though, because Hex is literally like 2 bill an hour. And Tongrad, if you sell the Origins, is like 2.5 to 3 bill an hour. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that different. It's just not that different. Was less motivated though. It's hard to grind a spot that gives less than a bill per hour because it just doesn't feel worth the time. But it gives more than a bill per hour. It gives like 2 bill per hour. And if you're making that little money at Hex, A, you're doing something wrong, which is fair enough. And B, just go to Jade Forest and make 2 bill an hour. You know what I mean? You grind 20 bill in low gear grinding spot, it'll take you longer. If you grind 20 bill in, say, Thornwood, 2.5 bill an hour, it'll only take 8 hours. Yes, but a low gear spot is Jade Forest, and that's 2 bill an hour. And you need season gear for it. It will take you 10 hours at Jade Forest. Or it'll take you 8 hours at Tongrad. You know what I mean? But now you have to grind for 23 bill to make up your difference. So now you got to grind 10 hours of Tongrad to make up the difference instead of doing 8.5 hours of Tongrad. My own stats based on my skill saved 6 to 7 hours. I don't understand how you can make 1.2 at Hex but do good at Tongrad. I don't understand the difference there. Maybe it's just like, because like to do good at Tongrad, you should also be pulling decent numbers of hex, right? Because you'd have to have a decent understanding of your class and rotations and how that works. Maybe pets? I don't imagine that pets would be the problem. I think 1-to-1, you should make equally less at Tongrad based on pets as you would make equally less at hex based on pets. The math just doesn't math, man. I don't know. Spot preference? How would you even know, though? If you're somebody that doesn't have the gear for Tongrad, how would you know that you'd prefer Tongrad? And also, Jade Forest is just as good as Hex. You know what I mean? Like, there are options. There are options. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is, like, I don't understand the sell thing to buy it back. You know what I mean? Because, like, you sold it, you got one upgrade, and now your next upgrade is the thing you literally just sold. So, I don't know. I'm not going to understand that. Like, you're not going to convince me, you know what I mean? Because it just doesn't make sense in my head. For mid-game, endgame, Tongrad better than DSR? Generally speaking, yes, unless you're on a very bad Tongrad class. In which case, DSR would be a little bit better, yeah. Math made perfect sense to me, but I don't know. I guess, like, maybe if you just really hate Hex and you didn't see any other options for grind spots, like, they're there, but maybe you just didn't, like, see them, then fair enough. But, like, at the end of the day, it's a done deal. You know? You gotta live with that, no matter which way it went. You gotta live with it now. And obviously that's something you're cool with, because it's what you did, right? Tongrad hater, fair enough, man. It's not for everyone. I see both options having pros and cons. I don't, though. I see, like, the selling upgrade to get different upgrade to buy the same upgrade again, just purely as a con. Because you just paid 3 bill more for your upgrade. That's like... That's the math to me. You literally just paid 3 extra bill to get your upgrade. I want to point out, it would have been hilarious if that stolen truck earlier was filled with Klondike bars instead of Kit Kat bars. Yeah, because then they would steal a truck for the Klondike bars. That's so funny. That's so funny. Channel redeem hour, yes sir. Yes sir. Free bill is 1 hour and a bit in Thornwood. Exactly. So you could have just done Thornwood to get your DP upgrade, instead of now having to do an hour and change at Thornwood just to make up for what you threw away. You know what I mean? You can easily get that tax money back. Yeah, but your account is just permanently minus 3 bill now. That's what I'm saying. You now have to work an hour and a half harder than the next guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. We're not spawning mobs again. Classic. Classic. Not permanent? It is, though. It is, though. You now have to make up for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you threw away 3 bill. That's basically what happened. You just threw away 3 bill. So now you got to make up for it. Should I focus for the dices, for the crons, or just raw ball it? I'd probably focus crons if you need crons. It's kind of hard though with like the little tokens. That's a little bit stressful, a little bit tough. A little bit tough. You can buy the hedgehog. I have a llama currently, which is kind of nice. Got it for free. Get closer to the pillar, but then I'm not in the one-shot zone. They'll just sit there and range me to death. Math makes perfect sense. If it doesn't, then I guess my master's in science and math is useless. Now you're throwing your education into the argument. But, you know, I mean, it's still irrelevant. You threw away 3 bill. That was your decision. I'm never going to understand that decision or agree with it. But also, that also doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I think. It's your game. I'm just telling you that I never would do that. I would never throw away 3 bill just to trade an upgrade. Because that, like, it's never going to make sense to me. And that's okay. It doesn't have to make sense to me. I'm not the one that did it. So I skip this spot completely. Yeah, Aaron has been sending us here. So we didn't skip it. The first hour was kind of chill though on the Nova. We were in a different spot. I didn't have problems with like the spawning and stuff. But now I'm having tons of problems with spawns. It's been awful. I do that if it allows me to get to weekly Adonias 1 week early. Exactly, right? So I threw away some money on some Karazads. Because I got to start the Adonia boss, which is a time gate, right? So you're applying silver loss to initiating a time gate. So that's like a little bit different. Because if I hadn't thrown away that money, I still would not be doing Adonia bosses. And wouldn't for many, many weeks or months. Tangia dungeon. Exclamation join for the Tangia dungeon, boys. Oh, that's a duel, actually. It's not even a dungeon. It's a duel. Y'all are fighting. Weave out here at level 8. I think he might win. I don't know. Tangia dungeon duel. That's crazy. That's crazy. Trying to duel at level 1 already. This guy lives in RBF. This guy lives in RBF. RBF main right there. You know what I just clicked? See, now this thing spawns so freaking far away that it's gonna just like despawn my mobs, and then they're just standing there, of course. They're like CC or something, I don't know. Got my Krogdala horse this morning? Pog. Good for you, man. I'm 10 clicks in on the Doom. Haven't gotten it yet, but you know, one day. One day we will also have the Krogdala. One day soon, TM. I don't have very many storage mates, do I? Frick. This is a long freaking duel, man. Weave wins. Weave claimed victory. Okay. We're not spawning mobs again. Hello. Video game. Video game. You done with Crimson Desert? I'm not done with Crimson Desert. I just haven't had time. Probably will revisit on Thursday after a somewhat normal BDO stream. I just work so much, man. Like it's hard to squeeze time in for it. But I do want to go back to it. I want to play more. Just haven't had time. Worked that overtime I was going to take yesterday. Hey, IRL games are pretty nice, man. Peter gave me my deck earring and I had to pay it back, yeah. But you got it. You got the earring. That's nice. This is basically what BDO would be without the online pay-to-win stuff. Great game, highly recommended. I don't know, man. I can't see. If we die here, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guys, iframe. They're pretty different, man. I would describe Crimson Desert as like an adventure puzzle game. And BDO is like a grinder. It's like a grinding progression game, is more how I would describe that. They're a little bit different. There is like some pseudo grinding you can do in Crimson Desert. Guys, I'm gonna die. I can't even turn off the lantern thing and make the mobs go away. Stop chasing me. Thank you. There's our hour, boys. We did really bad. Multiple AFK phases, absolutely broken there. But, you know, whatever, man. Whatever. Love BDO, comes down not my cup of tea. Hey, fair enough, man. Fair enough. Basically a Breath of the Wild type game? Kind of, yeah. It does have some rather complex combat when you get into it. It's a lot like BDO in that way, where it really takes some time investment to get the combat to be where it should be. But it's a pretty interesting adventure puzzle game. Never thought PA could make such a game, to be honest. Yeah, they will add pay to win to it. That is pretty much a guarantee. What they said, to give you directly what they said, is they said they would not add any pay to win at launch. But all games say that, and all games add pay to win after. So I would anticipate some pay to win in the future. They are going to try to find a way to monetize the game long term, because A, they already haven't made back the money that they spent to make it, and B, single player games tend to lose all of their like player base in the first month, and therefore their earnings crash really, really hard. So they're going to try to continue to recoup costs. What's pay to win a single player game? Dragon's Dogma 2 is a good reference for pay to win a single player game. It doesn't really mean win. It just means like buy progression in the game. Like, yeah, there's no other players there, but it is still pay to win, as pay to win equals purchasing accelerated progression. Going to enhance your tech Karazots further. It's just placeholders for now. They're just placeholders. They will be replaced with pen debo purchases as we go. But I made these tet, and I've got 2 pry earrings so that we could do Jordine. We're 351 AP when I swap on my Karazot earrings, so it was just to get to Jordine, basically. Assassin's Creed Odyssey also has this. You are forced to decide content or pay with real money to skip it. Yeah. Also, like, cosmetics in that game are pay to win because they have like stats on them and stuff. I hate that kind of stuff. Heard something about trying to shift it to some kind of service / update based game, but I don't know how they would. Yeah, and it'll also have pay to win. Like BDO has all 3 of the main monetization models, and so they're definitely gonna add pay to win in Crimson Desert. Like, it's guaranteed. I would be baffled if they didn't. There's no way that they don't. They try to force pay to win stuff in the game like Ubisoft did with Assassin's Creed and the SP games. I'll find cheat engine. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That's just the way the games monetize themselves now, and PA is among the greediest of them, so you can be rest assured it's going to be pay to win. Don't you worry. If you were concerned that it wouldn't be pay to win, don't you worry. They got you. guess they make a DLC with full pay-to-win features. They could just add pay-to-win in the game, man. And they probably will. They'll probably add like weapons that are really strong. You'll probably be able to buy the little artifact things that up your skills. You'll probably be able to buy horses that are faster. All kinds of stuff. I'm sure you'll be able to just purchase things like that. Time to make dinner. Enjoy. Enjoy. That was a terrible hour. 1.3 before tax. That was so bad. So many broken AFK phases, man. All right, let's throw 20.5 bill back in the market. And probably try to squeeze another hour of Tongrad in. We do only have an hour and a half left. So we'll probably try to squeeze more Tongrad. I don't mind cosmetic monetization if everything else is free, but at the same time, I like being able to earn it in-game cosmetics. So it's a tough call. Having a few earnables and the rest is purchased would be nice. Yeah, they're probably not going to do that. What's probably going to happen is they'll all be purchasable, and then there'll also be pay-to-win stuff. Why? It's a single-player game, and with Cheat Engine, you have all of the mats. Can't even keep De Novo for the time, since it'll not only crack De Novo, all cost them money-wise. They do it because it works. They add pay-to-win to games, to single-player games, because people pay, and they make more money. They do it because it works. The overwhelming majority of human beings won't go to something like Cheat Engine. They'll just pay. So you are in the minority for considering Cheat Engine instead of paying. If it didn't work, they wouldn't do it. This guy trying to take my spot. He's on a cheeky little T9. Little baby horse. Little baby horse. He doesn't even have the good one. He'll just needs to just get a save file for someone. They won't even consider that either, though. You know? Some money in Assassin's Creed for an outfit and mounts. Exactly. Little bits here and there, that's how they get you. That's how they get you. Got some more crons. Time to go to the toilet and tap again. I also kind of need to go to the toilet. And in general, as a monetization style, not just Crimson Desert. That's kind of the problem, though, right? Is like games that go that route tend to just absolutely shotgun as many purchasables as possible. Music goes red and goes in, yeah. Assassin's Creed sold outfit for the same price as Witcher 3 DLC, Blood and Wine. Yeah, buddy, I can see some $40 outfits in Crimson Desert, just like they are in BDO. Old-fashioned DLC that only costs $1 or $2, that comes with a wide pile of materials, buffs, and other stuff to facilitate growth. Yeah, it's going to be more than a couple of bucks, probably. This is BDO we're talking about. They have a $62 ship skin, and it doesn't even give you the ship. Anyway, give me just a minute here to run to the restroom, and then we'll get another hour of Tongrad in. Hopefully get a telescope piece. That would be Pog. But I'll be right back. Okay, are we ready? A little sip of Monster to start. Repair. Those are good. Get the pets whipped out. Do one of these. Do this. Get our Vel on. And we go. Oh, start session as well. I always forget that for some reason. So I feel bad about buying that ship skin. I mean, it looks pretty. Yeah, everyone kind of like values money differently as well, so that's totally fair, but I just don't know why they can feel justified in charging $62 for something that cost them $0. You know what I mean? Like $60. That's the price of a new game. You know what I mean? Like, that's so expensive. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. 35 out of 50? Frick. Next one. Next one for sure. I'm also 35 out of 50, but mine is cheaper to click, you know? Feel better that I use a 50% coupon for it, though? Yeah, so it's only $31. Still expensive. Even if it's just naturally $31, I think that's still too much. For a ship skin, by the way, you have to get the ship in-game. You know what I mean? I spend $700 for getting a ship, like, fully pay to win. That's not even that much, to be honest. Gonna pity this garbage? No, you got this. Next click. Next click. Going to that ship before they can be sold on the market? Yeah. The first one was like the hardest, and then the second one, well, you already had a Carrick, so it just went way faster for the second one, but I started the whole like daily, weekly grind 401 back in the day, and I gave up after like 4 days. Because I hate dailies so much, I just couldn't do it. And now, a ship is 50 bill on NA, and I just can't justify spending 60 bill or 50 bill on a freaking ship. It's crazy. That's so much money. Most of them just require you to AFK sail to a point and then point A and then point B. So AFK watch TV shows. Yeah, I would just rather grind, man, to be honest. Made it back when there were all dailies. Now most of them are unified. I don't even remember. I think I had like, what, 7 dailies or something? And 1 weekly for the Tear of the Ocean. That was a long time ago. And after like 4 days, I was 1.2% of the way to the ship, and I was like, yeah, I'm good. Because there was like that ship tracker thing where you could like tick how many of each mat you had, and it would tell you how far progressed you are and what you had left. I don't even remember that website. I think I had it bookmarked at some point. But I was like, psh, I'm good, man. 4 days is 1%. I'm out. Had all ships record from Bartali about the Carrick. Yeah. Cool little website, but man. Pretty disheartening as well. Haven't done pit in a long time. What the heck? That's 600 crowns a week, man. Or 500 crowns a week, one of them. That could have been an extra couple clicks. UFK fish. It takes 3.5 minutes. For 500 crowns. That's so many crowns. That's $1.5 billion. That's a full day of fishing and not getting absolutely shafted on fish. It's like a guaranteed shark drop every week. Just like that. This will be, what, 18.5 hours? So 19.5? 19.5th hour? I don't know when I'm ever going to do half an hour to make that even again, but, you know? Whatever, we're almost halfway to my personal average. Kind of nice. Kill my OCD with a half hour. I don't even know how it happened, man. I don't know how it happened, but it's there. I don't care what contracts with demons need to be signed. I'll do it to save myself from this. Okay, fly to my house. Okay, while I'm at work today. And go grind 30 minutes of Tongrad. And then upload the 30-minute grind of Tongrad. That's the contract you gotta sign. Or we could just grind half an hour and then walk away. Then it would fix it. We could just stop early today, lol. Just stop in 21 minutes, then we'll be at 18 hours flat, I think. Or 19 hours flat, I don't even know. I like in Choices Loot Tracker. Loving it personally. It's pretty nice, man. It's pretty nice. There's a couple of things that I don't love about it, which is that this specific overlay doesn't stay up. So if you want to like modify it or change its size or move its location, you have to like start an hour and wait the 5-second timer. Also, it doesn't automatically start, which is something I've run into an issue with a bunch, but he said something about wanting to try to add that. And other than that, it's pretty nice, man. Pretty nice. I guess just more language support and more size support, but I don't think they can even do size support. So I think people on 4Ks just kind of get shafted. But those are the main complaints I hear, is like language support and doesn't work on their UI scale. But I think the UI scale is just purely a limitation of how the app captures and not so much something they can fix. I think that's just like a limitation of the mechanism for capture. We're hearing yesterday someone in the chat wasn't able to use because of the language difference. Yeah. Yep. So we got to get some language support going. Easy enough fix that, I think. Yeah, they just have to add language support. But I just don't think it's like remotely a priority for them right now. Still working on the gear part, and then I think they're trying to add like a goal tracker thing to it and stuff like that. Not pushing choice on any of it. He man's paying for it himself. Go at your own pace. Yeah, like pushing him isn't even going to do anything, because like he's just going to do that. That's perhaps like the benefit of him paying for it, is he's going to do what he wants to do with it. And I know that he does want to do language support, but there's just like a lot of features that would be nice. I just don't know how much he is going to prioritize language support. But I don't think that you could like talk him into making it a higher priority, you know what I mean? I think what they're working on now is integrating it into the icon app and the gear tracker thing, the gear planner. That's their main focus right now. I saw a little screenshot of what it'll look like when it's actually in the icon app. And it's going to change a little bit, but hopefully it'll run better or smoother, and it'll have like a little goal tracker thing on it, which would be kind of cool. Just have an overlay for RS3 for clue scrolls. Love that overlay. Like a little clue solver thing. Yeah, it's pretty handy though, man. It's the only way I actually like track my grind hours now, because I just can't be bothered to like manually put everything into Garmoth. So I never tracked anything before. I just hated doing that stuff. So for CS, tell you where you need to go, give you green markers on the ground where to dig, where to walk. Oh, like old school has right now. They have like the clue solver. I guess rune light, not necessarily old school. It just tells you exactly what to do. It's like the quest helper thing. It's pretty nice. They definitely won't be able to do anything like that for BDO, but the tracker's pretty cool. Hello, Flesh Mule. Good morning. Doing pretty good. Just doing a little bit more Tongrad. We made another horse click this morning and did not go. Unlucky number 10, I guess. And we're just working on, I believe, our 18.5th hour of Tongrad, something like that. I did put in like my clear speed and my drop rate, and we're looking at a 43-hour grind, something like that. So we got a ways to go yet, but you know, remember what it's called. Stopped playing RS3 because account got hacked again. Can't be bothered to go through the support system. Yeah, I've heard some horror stories about Jagex support. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with them though. 43 hours isn't too bad. Better than horse catching for sure. Yeah, speaking of, I do need to actually do more horse catching because I ran out of Flowers of Oblivion. So I got more fern roots from the night vendor, but I can't actually use them because I got no Flowers of Oblivion. I also checked the horse market, and the only horses that are on the market are freaking the fancy off-color horses that cost 19 bill for a tier 8. Crazy stuff. So I'll have to actually like do some horse catching here soon. Get some Flowers of Oblivion. But I don't have a forest path wagon yet because my like 3-month-old order hasn't filled. Classic. Classic. Those are a scam. Yeah, like they're all just sitting on the market still. I don't know why the people listing them think that they're gonna sell. Because like there's no universe in which those sell. They may as well just Imperial them because they're just not going to sell. They cost more than a freaking like unicorn or Pegasus for just a T8. So I had 9 days of craft forest path wagon on my new account. No more time getting on it. Yeah, I just can't be bothered to like do it. You know what I mean? I just can't be bothered to like do the crafting, get the workers set up to actually like craft it in the wagon place. It's not like something that I need. It's just would be nice to have for some horse catching. I've just been using a regular wagon and it's a bit slower, but bleh, you know? Doing alchemy for the past 4 days. Clear liquid reagent with the Olvi Academy tool. Can do 10-hour sessions without checking. Yeah, I heard about that strat a little while back. And it was like supposed to be like a bill an hour or something if you have enough LT. From Guru and Alchemy to Guru 12. No crazy buffs. Sheesh. That's huge. A lot of restarting workers. So I just maxed workers in Grana. Didn't bother connecting to other places. I don't even have any workers in Grana, so I'd have to go like get them and get all the materials, get that stuff sorted. It's just something I don't want to do. And it's not like detrimental to my progression, so I can't even like talk myself into doing it. It's tough, man. It's tough. There are some things I can talk myself into doing, but that's not one of them. What's this Olvia Academy tool strat? Basically, you just load up with as much LT of stuff that you can do alchemy with. Because the Olvia Academy alchemy tool has no durability, so you can infinitely craft on it. So you could do like a 10-hour session. Like it's a little bit slower, but you can get it down to what, like 3 seconds or something. So you can do a much longer term AFK. You can AFK for like a couple hours at a time. You try WoW Midnight. Bought it and refunded it after reaching chapter 15 out of 17. Got too tilted with the kill quest. I've never even played World of Warcraft. I'm not a WoW gamer. I've heard the term Midnight before, but that's it. That's all I know about it. Where do you use the pit coins? In your inventory or your chest thing up here. They're down here near the bottom. Seal of Undying. I'm pretty sheltered as a gamer. You know what I mean? Like, I used to do like Halo 3 back in the day online on the old Xbox. And then I did a couple years where I didn't really game. And then we jumped straight into BDO after that. Since then, I've done like a little bit of farming sim and a little bit of like PoE2 or whatever. Just like piddly stuff like that. A little bit of OSERs. But generally speaking, I don't really play other games. Certainly not other MMOs. Except for like old school, I guess. But I mostly just like AFK or semi-AFK in old school. I don't really like actively play it too much. But, you know, I guess I'm just like not particularly interested in tab targeting. I did try Lost Ark though, I guess, but I didn't get very far. I didn't even complete the main story before I quit. At this point, I tried out too many MMOs. Some spent money and some I played hardcore. Love an MMO like BDO, just more focus on group play. Yeah, BDO, but we remove all the duo spots in the game, lol. We have one 5-man spot in the game. And we have, what? 2 3-man spots that are relevant? 3 3-man spots? Group kind of so boring. Wish BDO had some meaningful spammable group content with the current stuff. Done the group stuff for a week. 1 to 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, it's just, I guess because it's like a KR MMO, it's a very single player kind of MMO. Koreans don't really like to play with other people. I don't know. It's just a different culture, man. It's their world, we're just living in it. I'll tell you what though, if they just ported this combat into basically any other MMO, I think it would be better than BDO. Because they just are really lacking on content. They do exactly one thing well, and it's combat, and the rest of it sucks. Like I'm sure if World of Warcraft just adapted this combat, then there would be no question that it would be the single greatest MMO ever created and would continue to be for many years to come. But you're of course relying on Blizzard at that point. And also people that play World of Warcraft as their like main MMO don't really like action combat. They don't really like BDO's combat system. I don't really understand why that's the case, but, you know, I guess the reverse is true for me, so I understand why it would be true for them. Tab target can work, but WoW just doesn't feel right. Might be biased, but BDO is just frustrating. I've never played a tab targeting game that I liked the feel of, so I just chalked it up to tab target sucks. I'll never want to do that. The only other game I liked the play of was Terra, and that's like action combat as well. It's not even tab targeting. If I just had the combat of BDO, it'd be my main MMO. Yeah, but I think the issue with that is like a lot of the people that do play WoW now probably wouldn't like it. Which is a very interesting perspective. People like tab targeting. I don't really get it, but you know, they do. What type of content do you want in BDO except combat? Well, I mean, it should be combat, but it shouldn't be grind and circle. You know what I mean? Like, for example, the 5-man hard mode bosses are actually really freaking cool. But you can do them exactly one time a week. Why can't there be things like that that are repeatable and are worth doing? We need, like, game modes that are for combat. We need, like, Altar of Blood. We need, like, I don't even know what other game modes exist in other games because I don't play other games, but, like, we need game modes to do with combat. Savage Rift, but not with a matchlock, would have been so cool. You know what I mean? There's like a lot of that stuff. It doesn't even have to be PvP. It could just be PvE that's like challenging and repeatable, or PvE that's like unique game modes and repeatable. None of this like weekly lockout garbage. Terra was so fun. Terra was so good. I played the gunner class, and I would just like grind the bamfs. I wouldn't really do like the story or anything. I would just kill the bamfs over and over again because they're so cool. Miami Terra. Such a shame got shut down. It's one of my favorite games back when I didn't know BDO. It was a good game, man. It was a good game. I was a Baraka Priest. A Castanic Berserker. Castanic Gunner 2. I don't know what the names of the races were, but I was the guy with the like devil horns guy. If I'm thinking of the right thing. With a big old gun. No one would AFK fish if they did. Imagine the main selling point of your game is that you don't actually have to play it. If you went to the market with that, if you made an advertisement for a video game, and it's like the best thing about this video game is you don't actually even have to play the video game. Nobody would buy your video game. Video games are meant to be played. They're meant to have fun with. They're not meant to not play. So awful. KR's not that popular to play with others. We gotta fight, then team up to grind. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Such a different shift. Also, like, KR people queue up for grind spots. And I tell you what, if you're in NA, you don't even know somebody else is there until they're attacking you. You know what I mean? They just commit murder immediately. Such a different, like, cultural perspective. Right? It's like NAEU players are like, if they could group grind all the time, they would. If everything was a group spot, they'd love that. I kind of like some of the solo stuff, but, you know, I'm like a very odd person. I live alone, I work alone, I spend a lot of time alone, so for me, a single player game isn't like weird. But people love their grind stuff, their group stuff. Yeah, I'm freaking tired today. Got up at 5 this morning for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. I try to nap before work. That'd be a good idea, actually. Should we just make this a half hour? Fix our Tongrad timer? And then nap before work so that I'm not super tired? Is that the strat? Is that the strat? V-Lord says yes, he just wants the timer fixed. No matter what we do, he just wants the timer fixed. Hate to see you go, though. Well, we either end in like 40 minutes or we end in like a couple of minutes. So it's not that big of a difference. It just means that I might actually be able to sleep a bit if we end sooner, which would be nice. Like playing alone, but having people running around also nice. Makes the game feel alive. Yeah, that's totally fair. But I think that you should have the option to just play with people, right? And right now there's not really an option to do that. There should be duo grind spots. There should be 3s and 4s and 5-mans. Maybe even more than that. Maybe even up to like a 10-man. Something like that. But we just don't have any of that stuff, man. There's like 600 solo spots, 0 2-man spots, and like 3 3-man spots, and 1 5-man spot. It's like, it's awful. Terrible. Also, so much dead content and grind spots take a revive too. Yeah, but like the issue with that is it spreads people out even more. Like already you never see anyone. Imagine if they made every spot relevant. You literally would never see another person again. Like never. You should rest. 40 hours won't go away that fast. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And then I'll be less tired for tomorrow's stream. By the way, this is the 9th stream in a row. Kind of a world record for me. Because we do only, like, technically stream 5 days a week. At most. But I've been streaming every single day. It's so weird. And that is, of course, because my sleep schedule on the weekends has been scuffed. So we've been able to make that work. Whole Madai region is pretty much dead, except Kadri. Yeah, Kadri's kind of sick, though. Kadri's kind of sick. Okay, we fixed our Tongrad timer. Look at that, we uploaded half an hour. We did it. Remember back in the day, people was fighting at spot like Desert Naga? I remember back in the day, people were fighting over the flamingos. Over here. In this little river right here, there's flamingos in here. People were fighting over the flamingos. And it's because there was only this region and this region. And there's about, I don't know, 50,000 people playing the game. Flamingos weren't good. It was just the least contested place. And it was still contested. I've seen you live so much. I remember 4 months ago going through all the Iron Man videos. So I didn't know what else to watch. Yeah, that was a rough time for me. 4 months ago was like, I was still recovering from all the horse catching and stuff. And I just like wasn't playing BDO. I wasn't streaming. I actually was playing RuneScape. I had a hardcore going on RuneScape that I was playing for like just as much as I was catching horses. So like it wasn't really helpful, but it was different. So that's what was nice about it. Because it wasn't more of the same thing. Okay, we'll get these in. I'll shake up my Caphras and then we'll probably call it for the day. I'm going to try to get a bit of a nap in before work. Before work today. A bad reputation of bullying people in game or not. A streamer girl who unalived herself. I don't even keep up with like news or interweb nets, so I didn't hear about that. How'd the horse tap go? It didn't. I don't have any Flowers of Oblivion. So I actually can't. I can't even click it. Sometimes it's better to call quits for a while and come back determined and motivated. Yes, sir. I've been so motivated lately to like push on BDO. That's why I've been playing so much. I've been having a good time progressing. It's been nice. It's been really nice. But I am going to go ahead and call it here. It is like a little bit early. We have been up 3.5 hours, so it's only like half an hour early. But I'm going to see if I can get a bit of a nap in before work. And then I'll go to work. And then tomorrow we should be live at the normal time. Today we were live just a tad early, but tomorrow we should be live kind of around the normal time. And do like the normal stream. And then that will also be our last attempt at Night Vendor for our horses. So Night Vendor event ends at maintenance tomorrow. So if you still need stuff, absolutely spam it. Absolutely spam it. It's going away soon. And hopefully we can get the Doom before it's over, or at least get really close to average or pity or whatever. But that'll be the plan. Anyway, thank you guys for being here today, and I will see you all tomorrow.